What's going on, everybody? We're gonna get ready to get started in just a bit with rounds 2 and 3 of the NFL draft, and we're gonna hope we don't have another malfunction like we did last night. Hopefully, somebody doesn't make a crazy pick that just messes up my entire computer and messes up everything on that. But we're gonna go into that in just a bit. We got rounds 2 and 3. I think this is where the Tennessee Titans need to trade down big time and try to see if they could get either maybe maybe a couple of extra seconds, or get an extra third round pick. To be able to do some damage today. So I definitely think but I definitely do think this could be hopefully a better night than night one was. So we're definitely going to definitely talk about that. So again, make sure you share this show out. We're definitely going to get ready to get started, and I'm actually doing that as we speak. I'm actually sharing right now on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And so I'm actually doing that right now. So make sure y'all do the same. Definitely make sure y'all definitely come follow, and make sure y'all share the show out to everybody so that everybody knows where they can come on in. And this is all football fans. It's not just Titans centric, even though I am going to be talking a lot of Titans, but I'm also going to be talking we're going to be talking about the other teams. We're just going to be having some conversation because this is rounds 2 and 3. This is going to be a little bit longer. So we're just going to definitely have some fun with that. And so we're definitely going to we're going to just basically definitely make this work. We're going to have a good time. And so everybody, I just hope everybody come on and join us, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to get this show started in a couple of minutes. So everybody sit back, and we're going to get ready to get started.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong, I just need to carry on, cause
All right, y'all, we finna get ready to get this show started in less than 60 seconds. Here we go.
Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody
What's going on, Titan Nation? Good evening to everybody. Welcome in to TNT Draft Live Night 2. Thank y'all for joining me for this show. I'm your man Chris, aka Blue Enforcer, and we're gonna have hopefully a better show tonight than we did last night. Hopefully, hopefully this will go better than yesterday. Hopefully, I will not be as upset as before. And so we're definitely gonna see what the Titans do. They're gonna be picking in a couple of picks at 38 in the draft. So we're gonna see if they keep the pick, trade out, maybe see if they trade back into the bottom half of the third round, which I think they have to get a third round pick somewhere at this point. I think they have to get one. And so the draft just opened now, 7 minutes in between picks. The Bills are on the clock, of course. They traded down twice. They traded down twice. They traded down with Kansas City, which of course gave them Xavier Worthy. And then of course they traded out of the first round altogether and gave the Carolina Panthers Xavier Legette. So we're definitely going to see about that. But everybody, make sure y'all share the show out, whether it be on Facebook, on Twitter, X, or Instagram. Please do make sure y'all share this show out and let everybody know what's going on. DO9, we going to be better today than we were yesterday because you were basically chopping my head off every chance you get it. Remember, that bet is still on. And for those of you that don't know, me and DO9 have a bet going on because he was so in love with JC Latham that we put a bet on. And we have already agreed to it. And a lot of y'all are my witnesses. JC Latham, if he becomes an all-pro or a Pro Bowler year one, I will buy a Latham jersey. I'm going to wear it on the show. I'm going to bring DO9 on the show, and I'm going to praise his name because I'm going to be paying my own money getting a jersey. But if he's not, and I'm very confident that he won't be, DO9, the next show that we do after the all-pro selections are done has to put in a $50 super chat. That is the deal. And so we have accepted that. We have agreed to that. Parker Davis says trade back, but gut feeling he's not going to do it. Yeah, I'm worried about that too. We need more top 100 players. Yeah, I would love for him to trade back. I don't know if he is either. What's up, big dog? What's going on? AwakenTheEternal.com says no trade back take the wide receiver. I don't know because I mean there are some really good defensive players on this board as well. Again, I hope my mic doesn't go out. Zach, what's up, man? I hadn't seen you. I hadn't heard from you in a minute. Tighten up. Malachi Corley or Keon Coleman. Big Dog says do not trade back. Uh, let's see, Miss Mims is here. Miss Mims, I'm gonna bring you on when we get closer to the Titans pick. We're definitely gonna do that. Uh, Dio9 wants Johnny Newton. AZ Bick, what's up? We got Daniel Berry Sports. What's going on with you? We got Pinball. I know XD Gamer was kind of going happy now. And we have the Mrs. We have Mrs. TNT in here as well. Watching. I appreciate you watching, ma'am. But we're definitely gonna see where they go with some of these picks. But the pick is in with the Bills at 7 minutes now in between picks. And again, if some of you did not catch my reaction last night, I did not like the JC Latham pick. Even after I slept on it, I still don't like the pick today. I don't like the pick today. I did hear a little bit of the press conference. I thought he sounded good. Um, I thought he sounded okay and things like that, but um, I just he's got to prove it to me on the field. He's got to prove it to me on the field because honestly enough, I just wasn't impressed. I just wasn't impressed. But again, Miss Mims, I'm gonna bring some of y'all in closer we get to the pick, and everything. So we'll definitely do that. Um and but we're gonna find out, exactly what the Bills do. I could see them taking AD Mitchell right here at 33 because they need a receiver badly. I do think the Titans still need a tackle. And so I think the wide receiver run is going to start early. And so if they do that, Titans might need to get in on this wide receiver class before it gets too late. Because after the second round, I do think it drops off. But I hope they trade back. Maybe not too far, but trade back a little bit. I do think they need some help on the defensive side, and there's a couple of defensive players that I think could be really good, like a Jerry Newton, like a Jerry Newton or a Tavondre Sweat. And here's the Bills pick. Ooh, okay. And the Bills get a receiver at 33. They go Keon Coleman at 33 to kick it off, and they already starting off with a wide receiver. And so, um, I mean, this could start the run of the wide receiver. So, I mean, we're gonna definitely see what happened there. But they get Keon Coleman to open up round two. And everything. I'm trying to see what they did before. Yeah, they traded back with Kansas City to 32, and then the Panthers 33rd and I think a fifth round selection. Buffalo sixth rounders. Um, so they picked up a fifth round pick. And Buffalo gives up their sixth round pick, but they offered a fifth, I guess, to move up. So we're definitely gonna see. Maybe we'll be able to move back into the third round. We're definitely going to see about that. But Keon Coleman off the board early to Buffalo. And I guess they're feeling like um this could be their replacement. This could be their Stephon Diggs replacement. And now the Patriots have made a trade. The Patriots look like they're trading down with the LA Chargers. And the Chargers obviously picked Joe Alt, and I think they're thinking, well, we better go ahead and get a wide receiver while we can. Um so I definitely could see that. I think the Chargers, I think there is going to be a run on wide receivers now, because that's why the Chargers, I think, traded up. And I think they're like, you know what? We got the move. We went up, and they're getting the guy that they want. So um, it looks like the wide receiver run is really about to begin. I wish I could see what some of these trades are. But it looks like the Chargers are definitely trading back. We're gonna see what they gave up and things like that. They may give us some more information when it comes to that. But I mean, I think they're going wide receiver as well. So I mean, this is gonna be it's nuts. And so now the Chargers were on the clock. The pick is in. They didn't waste any time. And now the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock at 35. They traded back, I believe, to 37. So they traded back 4 spots. I want to see what else they got, for that. I don't know if they got maybe an extra third from the Chargers or not. But I think they're going wide receiver as well. And we're definitely going to see what's going on. I'm going to get to some of y'all comments in just a moment. But the Chargers really screwed us up last night. I mean, the Chargers really screwed us up last night. Oh, okay. Well, there goes another. Again, the wide receivers are finna start running. That's 2 straight wide receivers. Lad McConkey goes to the LA Chargers, and they needed weapons, and they get one. I mean, a constant, a guy that's in the middle of the field. That's where he does his damage. Um, Chris Dillard says, I think they're gonna get the D lineman from Texas. I wouldn't mind that. I don't know if I would do it in round 2, maybe round 3, unless Johnny Newton is gone. We can afford a mid-round depth receiver next year. Is where I try to draft the future receiver. I mean, I think that's what they're gonna do. But I mean, A.D. Mitchell, there was that stuff out about him with the diabetes and being uncoachable and things like that. Um, you know, I don't know if I necessarily believe all of that, so I take it with a grain of salt. What's up, Pig Wickle? But if Rand can trade down, it would do wonders for the Tennessee Titans. It would do wonders. They don't necessarily have to trade all the way down, but they just need to trade down a little bit. Again, Make sure everybody that's watching like this show, smash this like button whether you're watching on Twitter X or on YouTube. And if you're new to the channel, come on over and hit that subscribe button and then go ahead and hit all under your notifications. That way, um, that way you will know when I'm going live. Also, I'm going to I need to make sure I put the draft show on I'm gonna put the draft show on Spotify as well. So it'll definitely be there too. But definitely make sure you check out Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, or Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from. And again, I welcome everybody to the second and third round of the 2024 NFL Draft. Keon Coleman goes 33 to the Buffalo Bills, and in 34, Lab McConkey goes Lab McConkey goes to the LA Chargers, and now the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. I believe Arizona traded back. So we've already seen trades early happening. So maybe trading down could definitely happen for the Tennessee Titans. I like to see a team like the Raiders maybe trade up, but all the quarterbacks are gone. So, Malachi Corley, maybe if we trade back, we're still there. I don't know what we're getting. That's a good point. I don't know what we're getting either. We could go defense with this pick. Defensive line. You could go linebacker. I don't know if that's too early for that. I'm trying to see who is still on the board. So I'm taking a look at some positions that we're definitely needing. Like edge rusher, I don't think there's any good ones. I mean, Braswell, Adiza Isaac, other than those two, maybe Marshawn Nealon early. Other than that, a lot of these other guys I would take later in the draft. So the Chargers got up to 34 and they get a fifth round pick. And I think the Falcons, I think the Patriots traded back, got the second round pick at 37. And then I think they got something else. They didn't keep it up very long. Defensive tackle, of course, Jerzon Newton, Tavondre Sweat, Braden Fisk, Chris Jenkins, Michael Hall. There's a lot of good defensive linemen that's sitting there. Although I like Sweat, Newton would be good. I love Braden Fisk. I really do. Like pure defensive end, I don't see anybody. Yeah, Cardinals move back. Cardinals move up from 43 to 35, get a sixth rounder, and the Falcons get 43 and they pick up a third rounder from the Cardinals. So the Falcons move up to 35 and move up to 35, and then the Cardinals move back to 43, pick up a third rounder from the Falcons. At wide receiver, you still got a lot of guys available. Malachi Corley, Troy Franklin, A.D. Mitchell, Roman Wilson. There's still a lot of good receivers available. Atlanta's pick is in. We're going to see where they go with that. But again, everybody, I'm glad everybody is here with me. I could see the Falcons going defense. The wide receiver run has been going. We're going to see where Atlanta goes now. Andre Rison, a troublemaker. Over chicken, I'm better. So the Falcons go defense with Rook or Horo, which I can't even pronounce his name, out of Clemson. Definitely different. I mean, there were still some other good defensive linemen on the board. Yeah, Andre Rison. I mean, Left Eye did a number on him. you know, I think he cheated on her. She burnt down his house. so it's going to be very interesting. I mean, we've seen already 3 straight trades already done. Well, 2, because Buffalo stayed at their pick. Um, Arizona traded back. New England traded back. So we just seen 2 trades already. And so now the Washington Commanders are back on the clock at 36. Again, there is a lot of good players. We're not far away from the Tennessee Titans being on the board at 38. So the Commanders are now on the clock at 36. We're 2 picks away. There's still a lot of ways they could go. I honestly want the Titans to trade back. I think they could trade back and still get a good player. I mean, A.D. Mitchell would be nice. A.D. Mitchell would be nice. Jared Newton would be nice. Um, but again, I don't know if I want to wait all the way to 106 after this pick to make another pick. I mean, I just think they got to get back in the 3rd round. And so we're definitely going to see Atlanta making some moves. And I'm with over chicken. Yeah, over Jerzon Newton. Over chicken says I'm watching the Predators while it's the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep up with what the Predators are doing as well. I wish I could watch all of them at the same time, but it looks like I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with the Nashville Predators because I know the game hasn't started just yet. And so I'll be switching between the Predators and the draft a little bit, but we're definitely gonna see. I mean, there's still a lot of really good players still on the board. I think the Titans could be in a very good position to trade back and still get a good player. Because I mean, you got guys like A.D. Mitchell, Troy Franklin at wide receiver. You got you still got good guys like Malachi Corley's another one. You got those guys. You got Newton. You got Sweat. You got Fisk on the defensive line. You have Colson. You got Edge Cooper at linebacker. At corner. You got Lassiter from Georgia. You got Cooper DeJean is another one. So I mean, there are still plenty of good players that are available that you could take. Kool-Aid McKinstry, who can return punts and things like that. So there's a lot of really, really good players. Jackson Powers Johnson. Now I heard, I think Jared and some other people, saying, well, would it be bad if we take Jackson Powers Johnson, put him at guard? Which, I mean, he's a center, but I mean, you already gave Lloyd Cushenberry a bunch of money. So that's why I wouldn't go with him. Again, another thing, and I forgot to mention this, is the Titans could double dip at tackle. I mean, they got J.C. Latham, and if you could get a guy like a Kingsley Suamatea, you can get a guy like a Kingsley Suamatea, a Patrick Paul, you could plug one of those guys at left tackle. You could plug one of those guys at left tackle and leave um, and leave J.C. Latham at right. You fixed your line. Um, you know, if you want to put J.C. Latham at left, you could get a Blake Fisher or Javon Foster later in the draft. Roger Rosengarten would be a nice right tackle. So, um, Overchick says this rate, Newman, Franklin, Newton could be third or fourth rounders. I mean, again, there's going to be a lot of good players in this draft, and I think that's why I think the Tennessee Titans have got to find a way to trade back. And so now they got Darrell Green, the former famous cornerback from the Washington Commanders. And it looks like the Commanders may go defensive line. But again, I don't really see any legit edge rushers besides maybe Marshawn Nealon that's available. So we're definitely gonna see where they go. But the Commanders, their pick is in, and then New England, their pick is in as the next pick, and the Titans are on the clock now at 38. So, Titans, work your magic. I agree. I think trade back would be big. Cooper DeJean, I think could be a good pick because we do need a safety. A.D. Mitchell is another. So the Titans right now are on the clock because the Commanders are picking right now. New England's pick is already in. And sometimes I do like seeing some of the former players show up, but sometimes they take too long. I mean, Jerzon Newton falls to the Commanders at 36. I mean, that's a steal. That is a steal because, I mean, Jerzon Newton was somebody a lot of people thought was going to go in the first round. And so, yeah, I would have liked to see the defensive tackle. I mean, again, I would love to get back and maybe get T'Vondre Sweat. But the Titans are on the clock. And there's a lot of good picks to choose from. But the Titans are on the clock right now. The Patriots pick is already in. Again, Sweat, Junior Colson. Although Colson, I like him because I've seen him a couple of times at Michigan. That dude can play. But the only problem is maybe a little bit too early. A.D. Mitchell could be a steal. A.D. Mitchell could be a legit steal. Cooper DeJean, I think he moves to safety. And then you got that Iowa connection with him and Hooker. I would rather go playmaker here or T'Vondre Sweat on the defensive line. Again, I hope they're trading back. I forgot about Adrian Cooper is another one. Adrian Cooper's another one. I've forgotten to mention. Adrian Cooper's another one because I mean, inside linebacker, major need. And so now the Patriots already were on the clock. Their pick is in. And they're going with Jalen Polk, wide receiver, Washington. The Titans are still on the clock right now. I think they're trying to get a trade done. I think a trade could be in the works. I mean, you got Packers with a couple of picks in the second round, Eagles with a couple of picks in the second round. I think the Titans are trying to trade back. Ooh, y'all might like this one. Y'all might like this one. It looks like the Titans are going to stay at 38. It looks like the Titans are going to stay at 38, but I think y'all are going to like this one. From what I'm hearing, I think y'all are going to like this one. All I got to give you is a clue. Defensive side of the ball. And all I'm going to tell you is I think Big Jeff is going to be very, very happy. I think Big Jeff is going to be very, very happy with this pick. They probably tried to trade down and they couldn't do it. They've went there. It's big. So all I can tell y'all is y'all might be very, very happy with this pick. So the pick is about to be official in just a bit, but like I said, all I gotta tell y'all is y'all might be pretty happy. I haven't said anything. I haven't said who it is. All I said is defensive side of the ball. Big Jeff's gonna like it. That's all I said. That's all I said. I never said who it was. But I think it's a good one. And of course, they go to commercial. Okay. So they always go to commercial. They always go to commercial when the Titans are picking. But like I said, I think y'all are gonna like this one. I think y'all are gonna like this one. You know, it's gonna be nice. Ties up. The pick is in. No trade. The pick is in. All right. So how y'all feeling right now? Which way do y'all think y'all are going? Which way do you think we going with this pick? I mean, could it be defensive line? Could it be linebacker? Could it be deep corner? Which way do y'all think we're going? The pick is in. And of course, announcing this pick is going to be Oiler Titan great quarterback Warren Moon. He's going to be picking the pick. Here comes Warren Moon.
Hello, Detroit. First of all, I want to thank you guys for all of you that have showed up today to make this event when it just continues to becoming one of the biggest events in our sporting world. And thank you very much for your participation here. I hope you're having a great time. With the 30th pick
I would like us to
in the
trade back.
2024 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Trevondre Sweat from the University of
Yes!
Nova.
Yes! I will take that one! Big man, Tavondre Sweat. Tavondre Sweat, a huge man. First team All-American. I mean, I think Big Jeff is very, very happy with this pick. And honestly, I like it too. I like it too. This guy was one of my top defensive linemen that I wanted. He was my top defensive lineman over Jerry Duke. And the guy is a terror. He's gonna make Big Jeff and Harold Landry's life so much easier. I think this is a very good pick. I like this pick much better than last night's pick. We're adding beef on both sides of the ball.
That's the big question. That and can he stay on the field?
Now that is a good question. Can Tavondre Sweat maybe take down about 20 pounds and be a guy that can stay on the field for 3 downs? That is going to be a question. That is going to be a question, but I really, really like this pick. I like this pick way more. I like this pick way more than yesterday's pick. If they picked Olu and Tavondre Sweat, I think this will be an A+ draft, in my opinion. So, Titans seem very happy, but I love it. I love this pick. Jerzon Newton would have been nice, but I think Tavondre Sweat is even better. And so he's a big man. He's going to...
he's going to be a great guy in the locker room, so they're going to love him.
And I think he's going to be a guy you have got to pay attention to him. He's going to be tough to block. He's going to make Big Jeff could feast off of this. And so could Harold Landry as well. So I think, I want to see what y'all think. What are y'all grades on this pick? But again, C-Dub says, reminds me of Vita Vea. And Vita Vea is a monster. Over Chicken says, I hope we're not done. I want to pick again. I do too. But let me know what y'all think of this pick. I love this pick. I do. And of course, up next, a former the University of Memphis wide receiver, Isaac
Carolina
Bruce.
Panthers have traded the 39th pick to
So the
Los
Panthers
Angeles
traded
Rams.
to the Rams. So the Rams are back on the clock.
Oh, with the 39th pick and the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Brandon Fisk, Florida State, D tackle. We got two out now.
And so now the Rams go Braden Fisk. So now you've had three straight defensive tackles come off the board. Newton going to the Commanders. We're getting Sweat. Now Fisk going to the Rams. So far, I have to give that one an A. I would probably say A plus. The DUI does concern me, but I think that's something that obviously right after he bailed out, he came to Nashville, and so they obviously talked to him, and everything I think checked out. So I like the pick. MHVACR says A. MWCENT said, what's up with you, sir? Bottom tier says, not a sexy pick, very much needed. I like that Randall's filling hole. I like the pick. C-Dub says, I like it. I give it an A minus only for the DUI. Dillard says A. X Factor likes both picks. Let me see. I should be still good. Okay. To make sure I'm okay. But it's all about protecting Levis. And I mean, you got one on one side, now you got on the other side. So, yeah, Titans, Rams, most D-line needy. No surprise. I like that. I like this pick. Again, I feel great about this pick than I did J.C. Latham. But now, and Narv Dude with a super chat, I appreciate this. Saw him play, we scored. He is a beast. I appreciate the super chat, Narv Dude. I appreciate that very, very much. Again, super chats are definitely appreciated, y'all. All right, I think we're back in now. I think we're still good. Everybody, can y'all hear me good? Are we good? Yeah, let me know. And then we're gonna go ahead and continue on with this draft. So let me know if y'all hear me good, and let me bring in our guest for just a moment. Miss Queen Time, Ms. Mims, welcome into the show. As you can see,
Hello
we
there.
we picked Tavondre Sweat, big defensive
Oh
tackle
yeah,
out of Texas. What did you think?
I love it. I love it. See, Mr. Quiz. I told you.
That
I
still
told
doesn't
you.
that still
Oh,
doesn't
I
make me
know.
feel better about yesterday. I still
Oh
hate
yeah,
yesterday's
yeah,
pick. I still hate
yeah,
yesterday's pick, but
yeah.
I like this
Yeah, but you scared
this
me
pick.
last night though.
Yeah, this pick, I love it. I hate last night's pick. I'm just
Right.
gonna again. I'm gonna take a dose of my own medicine, and I'm just gonna eat it. I still hate the pick. I'm going to hate the pick, but Devondre Sweat, I absolutely love this pick. I love it for a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
reasons. One, he is a big man, and he is
Oh
gonna
yeah.
make Big Jeff's life a whole lot easier. He's gonna make
Oh
Harold
yeah.
Landry's life a lot easier. And so
I cannot wait. I
I
cannot
think
wait.
that is a great benefit for us. But now the Eagles are on the clock. Let's see who they go with
His
before
name
these
is
players talk entirely too much.
is Cooper DeJean. Cooper
Let's not
DeJean.
let's not blow it. Uh,
Yeah, that's what
so
the
one of your
Eagles got.
Michigan boys is up here. One of your Michigan boys is up here. See, I wish I had the tracker. It could have told me so.
Oh, you talking about to my Wilson?
Brandon Graham is given the pick, former Wolverine.
Oh, oh, Karam.
Trying to see if I can get this live
Oh, that's
tracker.
my boy.
Shoot.
N-
Won't
Number
let me do
two.
it.
The trade. The green.
Yeah, the
Oh
Eagles, I
wow.
think. And now Cooper
Oh wow,
DeJean
Green Bay.
goes, the cornerback safety from Iowa goes to the Eagles.
Yep. And that Green Bay did a trade to New Orleans.
Now, I know that was a pick some Titans were thinking about because he could be a guy that, could do it all. He could play corner, he could play safety and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
I think the Titans are going to they're going to sign either Justin Simmons, former Denver Broncos safety, or Marcus May, who played with the
Mm-hmm.
Jets. I think they're going to sign a safety, even though there's still Tyler Dubin, the safety from Minnesota, who I believe was a top safety. That could be something
Mm-hmm.
here. So we got to see if the Titans. I don't know how they're gonna get back in the third round. They're not gonna be able to get back in the second round unless
Mm-hmm.
somebody, maybe goes for maybe the Titans have to make a crazy trade of some sort. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that, but
The Saints are is on the clock. They
so right now
selecting.
Green Bay is supposed to be on the clock, but looks like some trades might be happening. I was hoping that I hope the Titans would trade back, but looks like the Saints
Exactly.
on the clock. Their pick is in. Now the Texans are going to be making their first pick as well. So
Oh, oh
um,
wow, wow.
and see you seem to be way ahead of me right now.
Oh wow.
You're ahead of me right now, very much ahead of
Yeah.
me. But I got to see. But I again,
Wow.
what was your thought on Tavondre Sweat again?
Oh, he is incredible, and I have seen him when they played Alabama game, and I would say he's really good, and plus he can run too. I think that's all I can say about Sweat. Yes,
Wow,
like you
Kool-Aid
said.
McKinstry going to the Saints at 41. I mean, he's going to
Yep.
be paired up with Marshawn Lattimore. I mean, I know Lattimore, has had some issues and some things like that. We're going to have to see if Lattimore, could definitely be somebody, that could be gone at some point. But McKinstry has some return ability as well. But the question is, he had some injury that he's recovering from. So that's going to be a major question with him. But right now, some good
Uh,
defensive players are going off the board
right.
in very quick fashion. I am I'm ecstatic about Sweat. I like the Sweat pick a lot, and so again, I just need to see um, how do the Titans get back in the third round. I think they're gonna have to trade up from 106, and they're gonna have to give up something, maybe a fourth rounder
Right.
next year.
Right. I think we need to trade back on from last night's pick. Yeah, cause see everybody want Joe Alt for the Titans, but they got it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
did see that happen as well. Um, and we
oh,
got Lee up in
Kamari
here as well. Lee,
Lester going to
feel free to chime
Houston.
in. Uh, what is your thoughts? What is your thoughts on this pick? Um, and now the Texans pick is in right now. I wish I had this PFF tracker, but I only had it for last night, so they ain't letting me use it again. Um,
So the pick has already been announced. That's Kamari Lassiter out of Georgia.
for Houston.
Yeah.
He's
So
going
So
are
to
you on the
Arizona.
Houston.
are you on the PFF tracker?
No, I'm watching on.
Can you hear?
I'm watching on
Yeah,
ABC.
he went to
See,
Houston.
I'm on ABC too. Okay, yeah, they're just announcing it, so y'all are a little bit ahead of me.
So my thoughts on the Devondre Sweat pick. I love it. I love it. 6'5",
As do I.
366. 6'5", 366. Teams will not be able to run on us.
Yeah, I agree totally. I don't think they're gonna be able to. I don't think teams are gonna be able to run on the Tennessee Titans. Again, I think honestly, Big Jeff is extremely happy right now. He's
Oh
got a
yeah.
running mate. Now the only question I have
Does
is
that replace the Nico? I think so.
that would definitely replace the Nico. But the question is, can he play all three downs? That's going to be the main question.
That's be a huge question. So like
That's going to be a major
from
question is if he can
he's
play
going
all three
from
downs. If he can
he's
play
going
all three
from
downs, that is tremendous.
he's going from playing with Byron Murphy, who's now in Seattle, to
Mm-hmm.
playing with Big J.
I agree totally. I love it.
But I'm gonna say this. I hate to say this. I
I'll
could
go right ahead.
hypothetically see. I can hypothetically see Tennessee trading back into the third,
I think so too. I think they have to. I think they're
even
going to
if
give
you
up
give up.
106
Yeah,
or maybe 106
give
and
up
Traylon Burks or Burks and a 4 next year. Maybe trade back into the third round. Maybe see if they can still keep
or give up
106.
Burks and next year's fifth,
Burks and next year's
or give
fifth.
up Burks
Yeah.
and next year's fifth.
And still keep 106.
Yes,
I wish they
because
can
there's a
get rid of
player.
Burks now.
Was that
Yep. I said I wish they can get rid of Burks not because the reason why I said that because he can't even stay healthy.
And
He always
Well,
get hurt.
the
I'm
the
talking about
point
Burks.
yeah,
the point that I'm fixing to make is look at the coaching. Look at the head coach he had. A coach that
I
did not
agree.
believe in him at all.
I agree.
But now he has a true offensive head coach in Brian Callahan. So what I would say is give him one more year. And after this year, if he doesn't pan out this year, get rid of him.
Now that I agree with. I agree totally with
Give
that.
him one more year and see what he looks like under the Brian Callahan offense.
Hmm.
And if he doesn't pan out, get rid of him after this year.
I'm with that. I mean, I think that the only
Give
thing
him
about
give him one more chance. Give him one more chance.
the only thing with Burks that kind of confuses me is you've heard Brian Callahan say, well, we need more out of the slot. We need more out of the slot. Only problem is he's mentioned, and I think I might have said this last night, he mentioned Kyle Phillips. He mentioned NWI. I think he
But he
even
did not
mentioned a little
mention
bit with
Burks.
Mason Kinsey. He
That's funny
never
that he
once
mentioned
mentioned
Kinsey.
Traylon Burks. Now,
I don't think he's in on Burks. I don't think he's in on Burks.
I don't think so either. Now, some would
So
say, well, he
if
didn't
talent,
mention DeAndre
if
Hopkins or Calvin Ridley either. And I'm like, that goes without saying. That goes
Rid-
without saying. We don't even need to mention D Hop
Hop and Ridley are
or
outside.
Calvin.
Hop and Ridley are your outside guy.
Exactly. You know, you don't need to mention them. They can
What
go
I would
everywhere
do,
on the field.
what I would
But
do is I would send Burks to Green Bay or let's say Cincinnati for their third, and maybe throw in a fourth or fifth for next year.
yeah, if you give up, I'll even say give up a fifth and sixth next year. Give up a couple of picks to move back
Give up
up
one
in
of our
there
sevens this
with
year. We don't
Burks.
need 2 sevens.
We don't need those picks. Those picks are crapshoots anyway.
I would say give up both of our sevens and a fifth next year. And
Yeah.
Burks for pick 97.
So
Who is this?
I
Leonard
agree.
Davis.
I
The
mean,
Cardinals is up.
yeah, Cardinals are up. Let me see, because
Let-
Phil Yates is talking now, which tells me something's going down. Yeah, Marshawn Nealon would have been nice. Edgerrin Cooper and Junior Colson. Now I can see the Titans trying to trade back up to get him because I have heard I
Ooh.
think they really like him.
Uh-oh.
Who? They went
Junior
DB.
Colson.
Yes, out of
Oh,
Michigan.
I
okay.
think they really like him. But man,
I like
we
this
added
pick
some
for Arizona.
we added
I
some
like
beef
this.
on both sides of the ball.
I like this pick for Arizona.
Max Melton.
Okay,
He's
defensive back
he's going to the
Rutgers.
Cardinals.
Arizona at 43. I'm pretty sure Vegas, I'm pretty sure their pick's already in.
I find this interesting. My guy Tyler, our guy Tyler Rowland loved the pick of J.C. Latham last night. Hates the pick of T'Vondre Sweat tonight.
The Raiders pick is already in. Green Bay is on the clock.
Yeah, Green Bay is up. They're going through this round.
And it's like it's like day 3. That's the feeling with the second round.
It does.
Like
Oh wait, it's still round 2.
We're
Yeah.
I
still
got
in
going to
round two,
round
but we're in the
3.
middle. We're in the middle of round 2. We still gotta go round 2, round
Oh,
3.
okay. I'm looking at it now.
so there's
Round
roughly 20
2.
picks left.
Yeah, I think they go to 60, and then I think 61 starts the third round.
Jim Plunkett.
Mm. Wow, that's a
Wow.
reach right there at corner. where they could have. Well, no, McKinstry and DeJean
Oh
went
my
off the board.
God. Oh, I
DeJean
don't
and
like
The
the
Raiders
fans.
got who we
Oh,
wanted. The Raiders got who we wanted for interior.
wow.
the fans just this their fans just scare me the way they looking. That's why I don't like the Raiders.
Oh, I
Oh
see
my
it
Jackson
now.
God.
Powers
I
Johnson.
see it now. Jackson Powers
They look
Johnson goes to the Raiders. So now they solidify the middle of their line. And it looks like the Packers are going to follow suit and take a guy that we were really was liking as well. TNT playout.
I tell you one
Terrence,
thing,
what's up,
I'm
man?
glad our fans is better
Welcome
than
in.
the Raiders.
Wow. Raiders get Jackson Powers Johnson. Green Bay went up and got Edge Cooper, linebacker out of
Edric.
Texas A&M. Mm. Raider fans. I'll give it to them. They dress. I mean, I'll give it to them. Their outfits are outstanding. Even though I don't like the
Mm-mm.
Raiders like that, their outfits are outstanding. Like the guy that will
They
wear,
just like,
he'll have
ooh,
the paint with
yeah,
the spiked up shoulder pads. I like the look, but I would
I
rather have be
don't,
two-tone blue. I may have to come up
I
with something
don't.
that might be kind of cool for us. I have to copy that.
They just like skeletons.
Skeletor or Darth Vader,
Yeah,
stormtroopers.
Yeah, hey
yeah.
man.
But this
Mm.
draft, I mean, this is what the cream of the crop is, and I mean, I just hope,
Oh,
I just hope
they
that the
gonna,
Titans are not
they gonna
done.
choose. Say cheese. Say cheese to the Packers. It's time to melt
Some
some
heads.
cheese.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Five
we
two
play them
seven
this
40
year.
at 360 pounds.
Wow.
5'2",
Um,
40 at 360. That is
the the Colts are not on the clock. The Panthers are.
Oh,
wow. The Colts traded.
wow.
There's been a lot of trades in the second round. There's
1
been a
minute
lot of
ago,
trades in
trade.
the
Wow.
second
Panthers are on
round.
the clock.
I'm surprised the Titans couldn't trade back.
If I had Rand Carthon on the field, I'm like, dude, did y'all even try to trade back?
Exactly.
You should call them.
I would have
I'm talking
traded
Call the
about,
back.
facility.
yeah, you should have called them. Call the front office and tell them,
I'm like,
like,
yo,
Mr. Man, it's time to
Hey,
get to
yo,
work. No, trade back. Yeah, just call
so
back.
I mean, will the Titans trade up towards the middle bottom of the
Uh
third round?
oh.
I mean, that's the question.
Oh wow. The
Like Adrian
the
Cooper.
coach
I mean, we need a middle linebacker.
the coach just traded
Yeah,
to
Carolina's back on the clock. Colts traded
yeah.
out. They traded
oh
back to
my God,
52.
Tyler Rowland. Tyler
Tyler hates
Rowland.
this pick. Tyler hated the sweat pick.
Do you see the stats on Cooper? 8 sacks last year as an inside linebacker.
Yeah, he's and he can play in coverage too. I I actually would have thought he would have been a good pickup for the Titans if they didn't go sweat. I love the sweat pick. I do. I love the sweat pick. Cooper would have been
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Colson, I think some people would have thought maybe it was a little bit too early.
Oh yeah.
I
And
think that's
so,
why
Oh
Tyler
yeah.
was going to be a ranting Raven.
yeah, the Colts trade to the Panthers. Yep, that's what happened. Yeah, so they're just now showing.
Carolina Panthers.
So Colts now pick at 52.
Yeah, they went back to 52. Not too many teams are going to be able to run the ball against the Titans this year. I agree.
Musan
And I'm
Muhammad, his
with
son.
Tremaine Rogers here. A.D. Mitchell is still on the board. It's a shock.
Hey, so the
Wow.
guy who's announcing the pick right now for Carolina, his son is a star wide receiver at A&M, Moose Muhammad,
What?
Wow.
Wow.
and he's coming to he'll be in the draft next year.
And see, I think they're really going fast, especially on Twitter, because I already see who the Giants got at 47. I don't know who the Panthers got at
What?
46. They just have skipped this Panthers pick. Oh, okay, I see it.
Wow,
Panthers
they
went
went running
running
back.
back. Jonathan Brooks, first running back off the board.
Oh,
That's shocker.
Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah, running back.
Jonathan
First running
Brooks
back off the
from
board
Texas.
at 47.
I would
With
go.
Chuba Hubbard, I mean, it might be a little early for running backs.
You know where I would go in the fourth?
Wow. I'm glad we're not playing them this year.
I
Where would you
think
go
Oh
for?
no.
please
Wow.
look.
And now the Giants, I already know who they're picking.
I got a feeling they're going offensive line.
Who, Giants?
Oh.
Nah. Other side of the ball.
Defensive line. No, safety.
Nope. Nope. They went, safety.
Tyler
Tyler
Nubin.
Newman, safety from Minnesota, is going
Minnesota.
to the Giants at 47.
So
Y'all, it ain't the Titans pick, so I can spoil them. I'll spoil the rest.
the
Now,
Titans
the Titans on
opponents
the
this
clock,
year.
I'm not going to spoil.
The Titans opponents this year. At
Oh,
Nissan
the
Stadium.
Giants is
Who's that?
the Giants is
Yeah. And and they're going I think they're going safety for the Giants.
So
I wish
Titans opponents this year.
Quinn Ewers was in this draft. That would have helped out too. He probably would have won in the first round.
That would have been 7 quarterbacks in the first round.
That would have been 7 quarterbacks in the first round. But I think
wow.
Quinn Ewers got hurt late.
We
I think
played the
Quinn Ewers got
Jets.
hurt midway through the season, and another quarterback came in, which is why he didn't stay in the draft.
Who all have the Jets drafted?
Who's that?
Who all have the Jets drafted this year?
I believe the Jets have only drafted Olu Fashion. They don't pick again until 72.
Which is the 3rd round.
Yeah, 3rd round.
Well, Olu comes to Nashville this year.
Who's that?
The Jets come
Who's
to
coming to
Nashville.
Nashville?
Oh, the
Jets.
Oh
Yup.
yeah. Green Bay too. Yeah,
The
Green Bay,
Patriots,
Minnesota, the
Jacksonville.
Patriots.
Wow.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
the thing.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Here's this.
All the on the top is the home games. We got a home game for every Sunday. Yeah, which you're like the first week is Jacksonville. No, Houston,
Now we don't know.
Jacksonville, Colts, and
Yeah, we
then the
don't know when those
Patriots.
games are gonna be yet. We just
Like
know.
we got like 2 weeks. We got like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks before the schedule comes out. And
Oh, okay.
here's something from Rand talking about Tavondre Sweat. So, Jeffrey basically, Big Jeff said thank you. So he loved the pick. From Chris Harris of WSMV up in Nashville. Says Sweat visited the Titans after he got popped for a DWI in Austin. Carthon said he, Brian Callahan, and Tracy Rocker, the defensive line coach, went to Austin to visit him and his family, had some tough conversations while we were there. And said that the time spent down there made them comfortable. So, I mean, You go get to the heart of the matter about a player, talk to the family. You talk to
I
the
would,
family, get to the bottom of the matter, and find out what's up with
Mhm.
him. And
yeah,
so, you
I
know,
would love to make a trip to Detroit this year because the Titans play in Detroit this year.
I'm trying to go to
Yep,
LA.
they are.
I'm trying to go to LA and watch them play the Chargers. Because I want to see, well, one, I want to see SoFi Stadium. I want to see
You also
SoFi
see Joe
Stadium
Alt.
and see the guy that we should have gotten.
Well, the the Chargers are doing the same thing to Alt that we're doing to JC Latham.
Exactly. It should have been swapped.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
the road games,
Exactly.
the road games for Tennessee this year at Buffalo, at
Uh
Chicago,
oh. Yep.
at Detroit, and then of course our three division games at Houston, at Indy, at Jacksonville, at
Now,
LA, at Miami again, and then at
yeah.
Washington.
Now I'll say this. Um,
It's
Another
gonna be.
game that
Oh
I
my
think I'm gonna go
God.
to, I may try to go to
Ooh.
in DC for the Commanders. Because one of my closest friends is a big Washington
So
fan.
you know
Woo.
what's sad? Detroit might break the record.
I hope
Boo.
they don't.
They're a
But
hundred
they
thousand
still
away.
can't.
I don't think they're gonna break the record. They might come close.
Tiki Barber, Tyler Newman. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
So home
Now,
opponents
home,
outside of division, we got Cincinnati, Green Bay,
Ooh.
Minnesota, New England, and the Jets.
Oh, oh, they playing. Oh, they playing in Nashville. All the top. It's
Yeah.
got all home games. They all coming to Nashville. All of them.
Callahan says Sweat has the ability to be a 3-down lineman from Terry McCormick. He's got to be a 3-down lineman. Carthon says it is unlikely the Titans can get into the third round.
So you know Stephanie, don't you, Chris?
Yeah,
She said, "So are the Tickle Monsters back?"
I hated that name. I did. I hated that name.
But that's
Uh,
funny.
the Tickle Monsters. I'm like, nobody's gonna take us seriously with that. With Tickle Monsters. No. The Music City Mayhem.
Or the
Music City
Music
Mayhem.
City Monstars. The Monstars.
I do like Monstars.
So I'm multitasking
Or
through the
the
draft.
monsters of, or instead of monsters of the Midway, monsters of Broadway.
Or the Bullies of Broadway.
The bullies of Broadway.
So between the draft, I'm also multitasking with baseball right now, college baseball, with the number one team in the country.
Yeah,
Let's see where Jacksonville goes.
I'm gonna be switching between the draft and the Preds game.
Yeah, because they're playing it now too.
Yeah, the Preds are playing
Mason
right now
Smith,
too, so I'm
defensive
trying to
tackle,
kind of keep up
LSU.
with them as
Dude,
well.
Mason
Of
Smith to
course,
Duval.
we have our resident Titans
Wow.
hater. We have our resident Titans hater on the line, who basically is gonna be so glad with the Bengals. So congratulations, Kent. You're a Bengals fan. Claim that, and I love you, but we're good. We're good.
So as I said, I'm bouncing back and forth between the draft and college baseball currently because I'm keeping up with the number one team in the country, who is up 2-1 on Georgia right now in the bottom of the fourth.
Right. And so
2 home runs
everybody,
by one player.
yeah. Let's see who the Jags pick. And we may stop
Mason
after
Smith.
round 2 because It looks like the Titans are not going to go back on the clock again, but we will talk about some of these other picks that do happen. So we're going to have a good conversation. XD, all right, let's see what y'all do. Hopefully it sucks.
It actually sort of don't. This is the guy that I really like.
There's been a run on defensive tackle. Now, Caroline
Thank you.
Fenton came on my show. I believe we were talking about defensive linemen. Mason Smith was one that she was glowing about. Caroline was glowing about Mason Smith, and that thought
Of course she would.
Well, I mean, she's an LSU girl. She's an LSU girl.
Uh-oh.
But what she said
Cincinnati.
was that, I think what she said was that he would have went a lot higher. He would went this high if he didn't have to deal with the injury, because he was very good. Very good defensive tackle. Him and I believe Jordan Jefferson as well.
Yeah.
And because of the injury, you didn't really get to notice him much. And of course, I gotta give some love to little brother Christian, my little brother, which again, I don't know where I went wrong in my life that this young man decided to be a Bengals fan instead of following his big brother. But of course, I have always told him to be his own man, to make his own decision, and he's doing that. So,
Ooh, they went defensive tackle since he did.
Sua Mateo.
No,
Oh.
Paul?
Whoa.
defensive tackle.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
There's been a major run on Chris Jenkins Jr. going to the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, there's been a serious run on defensive tackles in this
Kent
round.
Woods is agging Christian on.
Huh?
Wow.
Kent Woods is agging him on. Is agging your brother on.
Yeah. He like, who they? I'm like,
Another Michigan.
Kent. You just,
Yep.
you
Michigan
love him.
in Ohio.
You love him.
Michigan in
You
Ohio.
love Kent, but then you can't stand him at the same time. You know?
You love him, but you can't stand him.
Exactly. Exact word. Hold on. Lee, I got to put you on the big side. Say that one more time.
You love him, but you can't stand him.
Bingo. Oh, wow. That's pretty,
Washington.
That's pretty lady. President CEO of the Urban League of Greater Southwest Ohio. Okay. Urban League. All right. That's what's up. Urban League. All right. Let me stop playing, y'all. But looks like the Steelers are now on the clock at 51. Washington has made their pick as well. We go to 64 in round 2. So the Commanders have made their pick at 50.
Let's
We'll see
see
which
where
way
they
go. But
I have a
Twitter's
question
going
for you
fast.
all. I have a question for you all.
All right.
So earlier today, they saying that
back-to-back
they said
Wolverines.
that the
I see it. Yep, back-to-back Wolverines. Yep. Back-to-back Wolverine. This Bill's face is just priceless right now. It's priceless. Oh, my God.
wow! I wanted him.
But we're already
I
good at
wanted
corner.
him on
We're
the
good at corner.
Titans.
We're
That's
good
what
at
I
corner.
want for
We're
the
good at corner.
Titans.
I'm gonna say this: if we don't go
Wow!
wide receiver in the 4th, we're gonna go safety.
I agree. We're going to have to go
The
wide
safety-
receiver, but
Safety.
the only way to do that, they're going to have to find a way to get back in the 3rd round to do it. But
The safety
unfortunately,
I'm
I mean,
looking
Rand
at.
has come out
Okay.
and said unlikely. Wow.
You call me.
Carthon
Know
said they got
what?
about 8 or 9 offers for 38, but they opted for Sweat anyway. I'm like, ran those. He keeps saying we're open for business, but won't trade back.
So
He like, we
We're in
had 8 or 9
trouble.
offers for 38. I'm like, take
how many
one of
offers?
them.
How many
Man,
offers?
we're in trouble when we go play
He
them.
said, according to Buck Rising, Carthon said they got about 8 or 9 offers for 38. They opted for Sweat anyway.
So I'm gonna say
Wow.
this: if we don't go wide receiver in the fourth, you have to go safety.
Oh Lord.
And
Oh
the safety
Lord.
I'm looking at, Chris, is
Ooh.
Cole Bishop
Wow.
out of Utah.
A.D.
I
Mitchell's
wanted that
not making it
kid.
to the 4th round.
He'll be gone probably before the end of
Wow.
the second.
Yeah, he might be gone before the 2nd round is out. Troy Franklin's still on the board, too. I mean, Roman Wilson's still on the board. I mean, I would have traded back. I wanted us to trade back. I thought that was prime position. I like the pick of Sweat, but at the same time, he should have traded back when he had the chance.
There's one wide
Could have
receiver
gotten a
I'm
3rd round pick, but I don't know.
Wow. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Man.
But it's a good
Oh,
night for the defending national champions. They're getting picks.
wow.
Well, Malachi Corley,
My
Troy Franklin,
whole
A.D. Mitchell, Roman Wilson,
wow.
Malik Washington, Javon Baker, Jermaine Burton, Tez Walker, Jacob Cowan, Brendan Rice, a lot of receivers, Jalen McMillan, are all still on the board. Luke McCaffrey, I would love. I would love. And Johnny Wilson, 6'7". I would not mind him either.
Tight end?
No, I would stick him at receiver. I think I would do what people think they should do with Brock Bowers. I mean, he's 6'7". I mean, can't teach that height.
Mm. Tomorrow's the last day for the
Yeah,
draft.
I love this
Man,
commercial.
I wish they have it every week.
I'm sorry, I had to do that. I love that commercial. That and that kayak commercial where the woman is pretending to be a scarecrow. I love those commercials.
Oh, okay. Now I do have a question since I
All right.
got distracted. Okay. On the news, no, somebody had posted on Facebook that says that Detroit has the most attendance than Nashville. I was like, I didn't want to comment. Yeah, I just want to keep it to myself because I know Nashville always has the most, but now they're saying Detroit has the most attendance for the draft. Is it true or not true?
I'm trying to see.
They're 100. They're about a. They're about 150,000 away from break because they've
I
had
guess
two.
that because
They've
we
had
had
over
600,000
220,000 the last 2
3
days.
days. Yeah,
So
Commissioner.
they're
Because
about 100.
More than 275,000 attended the first day. Wow. They did beat us
Zach
the first night.
Frazier to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I seen it
who's that?
on
Zach
yeah,
Frazier from West
all-time
Virginia.
day one record.
Oh,
He
I
is with
see it. Yeah.
275.
Wow.
But
So, all right, go ahead.
damn. Looks like A.D. Mitchell's going to Pittsburgh. Looks like A.D.
No.
Mitchell's going to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh just picked. and
Oh
Zach Frazier.
no. No, Zach Frazier's going to the Steelers to center. Oh no.
Indy or Washington.
The Colts got A.D. Mitchell. Oh
Oh,
no. You should have traded down.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ah. I'm not gonna go crazy like last night.
Thank you.
Oh,
so
Miss Mims,
Thank
come on
you.
now. Miss Mims,
I'm gonna
Don't
Miss
give
do
you
Mims,
it.
two
don't.
prospects of wide receivers.
You know you can't talk. Because you be mad after every loss. You know you be mad. And I have to calm you down, ma'am.
So Chris, I'm
Talk
gonna
to
give
me.
I'm gonna give you two wide receivers for the fourth if we don't go safe. One is the guy you mentioned in Luke McCaffrey.
We love him.
4.46 40. He's 6'2", 198.
Wide receivers in his blood.
4.46 40.
Wide
Three
receivers
cone
in his
drill
blood.
6.7. But one thing that we love to preach here is versatility.
Yep.
Am I right?
You're right.
Here's a guy who has some versatility. Another slot receiver. Yeah, he's small. He's 5'9", 190. Four 840. Bench press of 21 as a wide receiver.
Hey, this is Luke McCaffrey. I like Luke
No, it is
McCaffrey.
not.
I like Luke McCaffrey. I think
Luke
McCaffrey,
McCaffrey, he
it's in
didn't
his
even do the
blood.
bench.
Say what?
I'm still mad at San Francisco
Why is
because they got
that?
that wide receiver from Florida.
Oh, Pearsall.
Let me see who the coach got now.
Colts got
They
A.D.
got
Mitchell, wide receiver,
like,
Texas. So,
uh-oh.
I knew it was.
yeah.
So the guy that I really like had over 2,100 snaps in college, in 50 college games. He's a projected fifth round pick. Quarterback rating when he's targeted 96.6. 86% hands, 81% receiving, short receiving, 84% intermediate, 88% deep threat. Similar player comparison. He's 83% like Rondell Moore.
Talk about Luke McCaffrey.
70. No.
Whoa. Adonai Mitchell going to the
A.D. Mitchell.
coach.
He fell. Who's the receiver?
79% like Sky Moore. And
Wow.
78%
He's
like
going.
Charlie Jones.
Wow.
Right
And that
Wow.
guy is Anais Smith.
Nice.
He's going to the coach.
Not familiar with
Mitchell.
that name.
He's 5'9", 190, wide receiver. Last year had 53 receptions, 795 yards, averaging 15 yards per catch.
Wow. Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
I mean, like I
We're going to
said,
be in trouble
I
when we
like the
play
tight.
them.
I like the tight pick, but the Colts, and I would say the Colts, Jags, other teams are getting better. They're getting better too. So
The Titans are not getting better, but they're right there in they're
they're
mid.
just staying on the line.
Exactly.
So the player comparisons for Luke McCaffrey, Romeo Dubes,
Romeo Dewey's
Kevin
still pretty
Austin
decent.
Jr., and Puka Nakua.
It's not a bad
I feel
comparison.
like,
Not a bad comparison.
wow,
Luke McCaffrey is one of the ones I did like.
But
I really liked him. Um, Roman Wilson really started
but
going
you
on
cannot tell
me
me you didn't.
at the combine. So I
wow.
I mean,
Ooh, I think Washington is back up again.
So what you're
I,
Washington's
saying?
back up again.
They are.
wow. I mean, wow.
So how'd you feel
I
about
was
Wandell Moore,
Fast.
who?
Chris?
Fast. I think he ended up going to Atlanta, I think.
Rondell Moore. He's in Kansas City. No, he's in Arizona.
I thought he got traded. I thought he
Rondell
got
Moore.
traded. Yeah, he's with the Falcons now.
He probably did.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
that's
traded.
right. Sky Moore. Sky Moore's in Kansas City.
Yeah,
That's a
Sky
guy we were
Moore's in
all
Kansas
jumping
City.
on the soapbox for last year.
I know I
That's a
was.
guy everybody was jumping on the soapbox for last year.
Yeah, I agree.
And Charlie Jones, I don't know who that is.
Charlie Jones. Oh, he was the guy that he was a very good he's just a very good solid wide receiver. Catch balls, return punts, and stuff like that. I think he played. I want to say he's in Cincinnati. Yeah, AD Mitchell would have been nice. AD Mitchell would have been nice, maybe to learn behind
So I'm gonna say
Hop
this:
and Ridley.
If Anaya Smith falls to the 5th round, I think the Titans jump on him because that could take return out of uh, Kyle Phillips' hands
hand.
altogether. And with the new kickoff rule, this guy could be lethal. And Rhett Bryan is high on this kid.
Yeah, like, but there's still a lot of I see him for Texas A&M. Anaya Smith,
Yeah.
I see him, but there's still a lot of good receivers on the board. So
He's a projected 5th round guy. Where's
I would say
McCaffrey projected?
another guy I would look out for is the son of a legend, Brendan Rice,
Son of Jerry Rice from USC.
son of Jerry Rice. Exactly. And I appreciate everybody watching on Twitter X. Make sure y'all everybody that's watching, make sure you give a like, and also on Twitter X, make sure you give a like and retweet the show as well for
So
me. So definitely go ahead and retweet, smash that like button. If you're not familiar with my YouTube channel, come on over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit the ring that bell, hit all for notifications, so that way you know when we're going live. And definitely make sure you follow on Facebook, on Twitter X, and on Instagram as well. So definitely make sure y'all do that. But
so
this draft has been very interesting. I think a lot of teams are really doing some good. I just wish the Titans would kind of continue to do that good. But I mean, I do like the pick of Tavondre Sweat. I know some people think it's a little early, but I guarantee you, Big Jeff is gonna eat.
Jeff's
I
gonna
have a
rock.
question. I have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
question to you, Mr. Chris. That kid Newton, is he kid to Cam Newton?
Probably not.
He I think he played for the Washington. I think he on the Washington team.
Yeah, he got picked by
Desire
Washington. Yeah,
I just
Jerzon Newton.
yeah, whatever
Don't
his name
he's.
is.
I doubt he's related
Oh,
to Cam.
huh?
I doubt he's related to Cam.
So here's a stat on Tavondre Sweat. He had a run defense grade of 92 in 2023.
That means that dude can stuff. That means that dude can stuff the run.
I'm gonna say this: ain't nobody. I mean, nobody. Ben Sinnott tied in K State to Washington at 53.
Wow. Tight end.
Well, they have the
We might get
quarterback.
lucky in round 4. I don't know. Remember, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I thought was going to go in like the 3rd round. And in that
He
draft,
fell to the
I
fourth.
was banging the table for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And we didn't take him. So, definitely,
So
this is an interesting draft. And again, if we want to double dip at tackle, Sua Mateo, Christian Jones, Roger Rosengarten, Blake Fisher, Patrick Paul, all still on the board. If we're not sure about Latham going to left tackle,
so here's some things on Tavondre Sweat. His strength. It's like a scouting report. Massive and heavy hands on Tavondre Sweat.
oh, he's got some big hands.
He's disruptive
Extremely.
and quick thickener.
Like
I have no
said,
clue what that
I
means.
liked him. I liked him out of Texas. I thought, let me see, I had my thing that I did. Let me see if I can find my Sweat one.
Okay, the Browns got running back, wide receiver, and DT. Yes, you saw the Browns is up.
I was hoping
Finally,
you
they're on the
trade back and
board.
see. I think I did in the draft. I I
Oh,
was
they're
able to
the last
trade
one.
back
Oh,
with the Browns and got that extra.
the Cowboys
I
are
got an
50,
extra 3rd round pick.
55 or 56. Oh yeah, the Cowboys is number 56, and then Tampa Bay. eh, Yeah, and then Green Bay is 58, and then the Lions is 61.
Yeah, they're going to
There should be.
64.
Yet they're right next to the Bills. The Lions
Michael
is.
Hall. Michael Hall is staying home in Ohio to go to
Ah,
Cleveland.
going to Cleveland.
Whoa!
Mm.
He's gonna be. You know what? He's gonna be where Mike
Miles
Oh,
Garrett.
Brable is.
he's gonna be with Vrabel.
Oh, that's right.
The
Vrabel sure
farmers.
is up there.
Did Vrabel
Yep.
have that impact on that call?
Might have.
Yep. Yep.
Hit,
The farmer
Jim
coach.
Schwartz is also up there.
Yep. Interesting.
I'm glad we're not playing them. Thank you, Lord.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with them.
I'm glad we're not playing those hound dogs.
We might in the preseason. Who knows?
Maybe.
What? So when in the preseason is August what?
It starts. I
Uh,
want to say the second week of August
yeah, I would say so too.
So
because you
who
have
do we
Hall of
play?
Fame. We have no clue yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
So Hall of
Okay.
Fame game.
Okay.
The Hall of Fame game is the first weekend of August,
Ooh.
and that is Miami, I think, or
Yeah,
Cleveland.
they next.
Cleveland and Houston, I think, and Canton.
Oh, what's that?
I want to say so. I'm not 100%.
The Hall of Fame game, which is the weekend of induction for
Yeah.
Pro Football Hall of Fame,
Hall of Fame.
and that
Michael
kicks
Hall
off
Jr.
basically the
goes to the
NFL
Cleveland
season
Browns.
right there.
Yeah, defensive tackle. I mean, there's been a great run on defensive tackles in this round. I want to say
Tavondre Sweat started it.
2, 3. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 defensive tackles taken in this round alone. This has been a defensive round.
And y'all can thank the Titans for that.
No, thank the Commanders. They started with Newton.
Oh yeah, I thought
We had back-to-back wide receivers. We had a bunch of wide receivers. Then we had four straight corners after our pick. After the Rams picked Braden Fitz, we have four straight corners. Then we get into some more defense.
I don't see Miami
like
going defense.
5 or 6 corners that came off.
I don't see Miami going defense.
I think they go offense too.
Because they drafted Top Robinson.
Whoa, who was that? Who was that guy?
Richard Webb. That's a name I ain't heard in a minute.
Who's that?
Richard Webb.
I have no idea.
Patrick Hall to Miami.
Offensive lineman.
Just what we thought.
Yep.
Wow.
And, a lot of people had him ranked a lot lower than.
Let me pull up my big board.
Had him ranked a lot lower. Ooh-wee. Predators down 2-0 to Vancouver in the second period. They need to pick it up. They need to pick up the pace.
Ooh, Lord Jesus. That boy can run. That's what, yeah.
This draft,
so,
we got a long
I'm going to
wait.
say this.
Wow.
My third, and Chris, you're going to think I'm crazy about this. My third offensive tackle on my big board, J.C. Latham.
Wow. Third.
So where's Marcus Mariota at now?
He's in Washington.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota?
He's in Washington.
He's in Washington.
What?
So,
when you went to Washington?
He went there after Philadelphia.
We just have a good conversation. Y'all make sure y'all chime in on all of this. Give me y'all thoughts. Again, there's a lot of good players left.
Oh yeah.
There's still a lot of good players left on the board. Looks like the Titans might be waiting until tomorrow to pick again, which they'll be picking at 106. They'll be picking early tomorrow.
So my top 10 fell like this. Of course, Caleb Williams, number 1. Marvin Harrison Jr. was number 2 on my big board. Bowers was 3. May 4. Drake May was 4. Joe Alt was 5. Malik Neighbors 6. Roma Dunze was 7. Olu Fashanu was 8. Quinyon Mitchell was 9. And J.C. Latham was my number 10 player. My third offensive tackle, my third offensive lineman.
I want to say, Alt was number 1. Fashanu was number 2. I had a tough time deciding on 3, either if it was going to be Fuaga or Latham. I think Suamatea I had at 5. But let me see, because I had my top 5. I had Alt, Fashanu, Fuaga, Latham, Suamatea.
So Tavondre Sweat was my 51st player.
You did a whole big board, which is impressive. And so, you did a whole big board, which is probably something I eventually gonna have to start doing. But Patrick Hall to the Dolphins, that's a pretty good pick for them.
Number 100 is a quarterback. So number 1's a quarterback and number 100 is a quarterback. Michael Pratt out of Tulane.
He might be a guy that could sit behind somebody and could eventually become a starter. Michael Pratt was very impressive at Tulane. And then
you know a little something about that, Chris.
How the mighty have fallen. Spencer Rattler was a guy there were some people thought maybe a year or two ago, or even now, if
That
he
he
had
was
just
like
did more
top,
South
top.
Carolina or the state of Oklahoma, he
He
could
was
have
like
been one of
first
the
round.
top quarterbacks off the board.
He would have been higher than Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but
But I have
who
somewhat of a funny
who did
story.
Caleb Williams replace?
Justin Fields.
No, I'm talking about in college.
Oh, Rattler. Spencer Rattler.
Exactly. Caleb Williams took Spencer Rattler's job, which was why he ended up going to South Carolina.
So I have a funny story about Caleb Williams.
He's a diva. Cowboys are on the clock, and
Pick his
they got
end.
rid of Tyron Smith. I think they're going offensive lineman.
Oh Lord.
Who they picked
Please
last
don't
night?
pick.
Well, they already picked Tyler Guyton. That's right. They already picked
Yeah.
Guyton.
So
Please don't pick Wilson.
I know somebody
Please
who
don't.
goes. I know
Please
somebody.
don't pick Wilson.
Yeah.
Please don't
So
pick Wilson.
I know somebody who goes
Oh,
to, who went to school with Caleb Williams.
oh
Had
God.
had one class with him.
What they say?
This dude would come into class wearing full Gucci tracksuits.
I told you he was a diva. Because I think he went to some basketball game or some event, was wearing like a pink outfit or something like that. I mean, was just begging people to pay attention to him. Like he was just crying for attention. Although, you know what? I forgot, and I know Marshawn Nealon is going to the Cowboys, which we got to see what happens with Micah Parsons. I mean, now I will say this. If we don't come out of here with a pass rusher or inside linebacker, do we call the Cowboys about Micah Parsons? Give up a first next year?
I would give up a first and second next year for Michael Parsons. Because that dude is a threat.
I mean, he is a freak. I believe, has been an all-pro at 2 different positions. So, but I'm definitely switching between this and the Predators game. The Predators got to pick up the pace. They got to get the scoring going. They're down 2-0 right now to the Vancouver Canucks at home. I figure they might have some momentum coming home, after getting that victory.
With a win.
You're getting that win in game 2.
Look
So
Cowboy
I'm trying to switch. I'm
fans.
going between this and the draft. I need them to get on the board. Shot went off the left. Man. I bet Bridgestone Arena is rocking.
So per Ian Rappaport, okay, he said from our NFL draft coverage, as the Cowboys look to the future, they'll also look to the past. They're in talks with Zeke Elliott about a return to Dallas.
Oh, I have heard about that. That they're talking about reuniting with Zeke. I have heard about that.
Marshawn Nealon is heading to Dallas.
Yeah, Marshawn Nealon going to Dallas, which
Oh, from Western Michigan. The Broncos.
in the Western Michigan. Yep.
Oh, hey
Go
Chris,
Bron-
you know what's going on right now, don't you?
What's that?
The WWE draft.
It is happening, but I will watch
Bianca.
that either later tonight or tomorrow when I get off work. I don't want to know what happened.
Well,
But yeah, Tyler Rowland, He hates this pick.
I
He
love it.
hates the sweat pick.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation with him, asking him why he doesn't like this pick.
I want to get him on the show.
Send him a link and
Who's
ask him.
that?
Tyler Rowland, Locked On Titans.
Oh,
He he's on a
Loves
rant,
the J.C. Latham pick.
but
Hates
he
the
hates the
Devondre
Devondre
Sweat
Sweat.
pick. Mm.
all right,
So
everybody. I send the log off.
All right, yeah. All right,
You
Miss
have a
Biz,
good
I
night,
appreciate you coming
and
on.
oh yeah, and time up. You'll be on
good.
tomorrow at noon.
Now, tomorrow I'm not going on.
Okay.
I will not do
All
rounds 4
right.
through 7. I'll just be sitting back seeing what happens. If something crazy happens,
Okay.
then I'll talk about it. But I already got to go on
All
with
right. You
4
have a good
phonies.
night.
And speaking of which, I'm gonna be joining the 4 phonies podcast tomorrow. I mean, Sunday night. I will be joining them to recap the draft, and so I'm gonna be talking with those guys. And I got a receipt that they gonna need to cash.
All right.
But Ms.
And
Biz,
Hopefully,
I
DO9,
appreciate you
hopefully
for coming
I
on.
tune
You
in.
have a very good rest of your night.
Okay. Hopefully I tune in Sunday night.
Yeah, 4
dude,
phonies
Michael Pratt.
podcast. So thank you, Ms. Biz, for being with us.
So
Absolutely. And sign up. Woo.
Exactly. Yes.
All right.
Bye.
so Field Gates, his top, he only has 3 quarterbacks left on his board, and all 3 of them, 2 of them are SEC. Spencer Rattler's his number 1.
Obviously.
Michael Pratt at number 2, and Joe Milton is number 3.
Joe Mill might be picked late. Let's see. Dallas already got Marshawn Nealon. Tampa Bay. I see Packers are going to take safety Javon Bullard
From Georgia.
from Georgia. Let's see.
What's
I'm
where are
trying to
you
see
seeing
who
this
Tampa
exercise?
Bay got at 57. It looks like
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to see who they got at 57. Because Twitter go, Buccaneers taking Chris Braswell, edge rusher from Alabama,
Oh,
which, yeah, Chris Braswell's
that's
going
a
to
nice
Tampa
move.
Bay. Yeah. Because I saw some trade, I think it was a trade like, I think with the Rams, they traded back and got like Joe Tryon from Tampa Bay for like 19 and they got 26 of Joe Tryon, and Tampa Bay went up to 19, and I think they got like Chop Robinson or something like that.
Yeah, they got
I
chopped
forgot
last
all
night.
about Peyton Wilson at linebacker. I forgot about him too.
Well, I think a lot of people have because of the injury history.
But everybody will probably, I think we may log off a little early because it doesn't look like the Titans are going to try to move back up.
I don't think
At
they
least
are.
not yet.
They could make a call in the 3rd.
Yeah, I think they could definitely make a call on the 3rd, and if so, maybe I'll come back on and do a quick short.
And lose your mind.
Maybe. Yeah, that would be crazy. Be like, oh my God! Ah!
Or in the words of a certain Texans fans, special plays, special players. Big crap, I forgot how it
Right.
went.
Or
Tuesday.
yeah, or they're champions for life.
What's up, brothers?
Yeah. So I mean, we have a lot of picks tomorrow. We have 5 picks tomorrow.
Yes.
106, 146, 182, then
242
242,
and 252.
252. So 4, 5, and 6 are pretty close together.
And then 7 is right there at the very end.
Right.
But I cannot wait to see what Tennessee does in day 3. I'm gonna say there's definitely 2 positions you need to address: safety and wide receiver. Because the way I look at it, you don't know how much longer you're gonna have. Because D Hop, this is probably it for him.
I can see that because I mean, I again thought
You need that slot receiver.
you do, and you
Because
need a guy
Ridley,
that's going to eventually replace D Hop.
yeah.
And
Well, the way what I'm
unless
thinking,
you really believe in Burks,
what I'm thinking is if this is it for D Hop here in Tennessee, Ridley will slide to your basically your number 1.
mm-hmm.
Whoever's your number 3 will slide to 2. And then like you
Agreed.
could draft somebody to come in and
And
play
so
slot.
I hope everybody's enjoying the chat out there. We're just having some fun, having some conversation. Y'all get in on this conversation as well. Don't be quiet.
I also think you need to think about going back and grabbing another offensive lineman, either
I definitely think we
interior.
need to grab another offensive lineman. I want us to get a wide receiver.
I'm gonna say this: if he's there at 252, grab him. Will Riker from Alabama, the kicker from Bama,
The kicker,
at 252.
I will wait to be undrafted free agent. I'm not drafting a kicker.
Well, in my mind, he's one of the best kickers out there outside of Cam Little from Arkansas. And Cam Little is expected to be a late 7th round pick. And the thing I'm looking at is one, Nick Folk, he's 40 pretty. After next year, what do you have at kicker?
I mean, yeah, we don't know how long. We don't know how long Nick Folk's gonna last.
And also think about what happened to what's his name? Stonehouse. What if that happens to Nick Folk this year?
Was that?
Like what happened with Stonehouse? Let's just say that, knock on wood, that what if that happens to Folk this year?
We would hope not. Let's not.
Because what do you have behind him? You don't have anything behind him.
Now that is true.
So that's why, in my mind, you have to think about going with a kicker there at 252. What did Blake Fisher is heading to Houston at 59? And I don't think I told you about him. He started
because I know a lot of people. I know quite a few people. I think even I want to say maybe even Blake Fisher. I mean, Blaine Bishop was talking about it like, hey, if you can get Joe Alt, then go ahead and get Blake Fisher at the same time. Have them both.
Well, Blake Fisher, okay, started his college career out at left tackle until he got hurt. Then when he got hurt, Joe Alt came in.
Yeah.
And when Blake Fisher came back from being injured, he flipped over to right tackle. And that's why I wanted Blake Fisher. Oh, 27 picks later, Buffalo's back on the clock. Your brother says, keep the draft going. I want more picks.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
I would love to make that trip up to Detroit during football season.
I would like to see Motown. I'd like to see Motown.
Mark Ford Field off the list, or go up to Chicago and go to
Yeah.
Soldier Field before they tear it down.
Now we up to 61. Detroit's on the clock.
And where did Buffalo go, I wonder?
Let's see.
Because Buffalo was at 60.
Yeah, because let me see what happened. Braswell. Yeah, you got Braswell, Javon Bullard, Blake Fisher goes. Now Buffalo on the clock. Pick is in at 60. Now Detroit's on the clock at 61. So we got like 4 picks before the end of the second round. And then you got the third round. So
And I think we might call it
yeah, I think we could call it.
at the end of the second.
Yeah, I think we could call it. So, because I
And
don't expect the Titans to get back on the clock unless by some shock something happens. So, everybody probably once the second round ends, I think we are gonna call it because according to the Titans, they're not gonna go back on the clock again until round 4, where they say it's unlikely. But again, I like the Sweat pick, maybe a little early, but he was one of the best defensive players, and there was a run. I know there's some people that don't like it, thinking it was too early, but there was a run on defensive tackles. I want to say it was 6 defensive tackles that were taken in this round alone.
So
That was taken. So a lot of wide receivers still on the board. I mean, there's a couple of nice tight ends. Jared Wiley from TCU,
yeah.
Tavion Sanders, from Texas, Theo Johnson from Penn State are still on the board. So
So
there's still some good players left on the board. I mean, round 4 is going to be very interesting. I am going to be watching. Probably I will be doing some shorts on each of the picks as I see them. And then of course, next Wednesday we'll recap all the picks and everything. But I got to see what the Predators do at tonight. Hopefully they can come back if they're down 2-0 right
So
now.
the Titans did their presser 38 minutes ago.
Yeah, they did a presser about Devondre Sweat.
And they said, we've added 700 pounds worth of player in 2 picks.
They add a lot of beef.
Because you got what, 342 with JC Latham and 366 with Tavondre Sweat. That's a lot of beef.
It's a lot of beef. That is
But
a whole lot of beef.
I
On
watched
both sides of the ball.
So I watched some of the Latham presser.
And what did you think?
I liked it.
I heard a little bit of it as well. And
how big his hands are is terrifying.
He does have some big hands. I noticed that too. I think it's like 11-inch hands.
He shook somebody's hand. I think it was like Mike Keith's hand or something.
Mm-hmm. So, Buffalo goes Cole Bishop. Blaine Bishop's kid, safety out of Utah.
Oh, so he is kin to Blaine.
I want to say, yeah. I want to say, I know, I want to say I think he is kin to Blaine Bishop.
That's kind of cool to think
He might
about.
be kin to him.
Man, he's a dog. That's safe.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Man, if the Titans could have drafted him, I bet he probably would have carried the nickname the Hitman.
I would have liked it. I would have liked it. I'm trying to, confirm if they are related, but I think um
So we're coming to the end of the second round.
yeah, we're
We're
coming
at
to the end of the second round, everybody. I think it's been a very interesting second round, to say
for
the
sure.
least. And we're at 61 with Detroit on the clock. Their pick is in. Baltimore is on the
Barry
clock.
Sanders. Barry Sanders announcing the pick.
Let me see. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame class of 04. Oh wait, Barry's not announcing it. He's announcing the guy who's announcing. The mayor of Detroit is announcing it.
Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, this is a good draft. I kind of wish the Titans had more picks. I wish the Titans had more picks. Ah. And of course,
I have no
I will
clue what
be
they're
at the
doing.
Memphis Showboats game Sunday for the UFL. So I will be at that game Sunday. They're playing the Michigan Panthers, who has a kicker with a freaking leg on him from Michigan.
Rakestraw. Rakestraw Jr., corner out of Missouri.
I have heard of him. In his
Oh,
Rakestraw Jr., I know him and Chris Abrams Drain. Chris Abrams Drain had a top 30 visit with the Titans. And then Rakestraw 6 foot. I think Abrams Drain is like 5'10", I want to say.
well, as we were saying last year, small ball is ruling the NFL now.
Yeah, small ball.
Uh,
I mean,
there's one
you
guy. If
gotta be fast. You gotta be
there's
quick.
one guy I would look at if his career's not over, that I would look at, and it's De La Haye from San Antonio,
Who's that?
the kicker, destroying.
Oh,
You didn't hear what happened. He got hurt while in Memphis.
oh, you're talking about for the Brahmas.
Yeah,
Now that you know what, I don't think I knew he got hurt actually in that game, because I think I came
he
in
uh,
kind of late
he
for
had
that
made a
game.
hit on the sideline,
Mm.
and he had fractured like 2 or 3 vertebrae,
Ooh.
and he's in a neck brace
Mm.
for at least the next 6 months.
Prayers up for him. Of course, the
But
Buccaneers, of
Baltimore's pick
course,
is in.
they're behind. We're already ahead. They're at pick 57. We're already at pick 62. And their pick is in for Baltimore, and on the clock is San Francisco. So we got 2 more picks, and then everybody, with the Titans not going back on the clock, um,
So
at least for right now, we don't know if they'll sneak into the back end of the third round.
Jeffrey Simmons put a tweet out an hour ago about Tavondre Sweat.
He loves it.
And he says, "Oh man, let's go. Finally got another bull in the interior. Let's work, big dog."
Yeah, he Big Jeff loves it. I think there's no doubt about it. Loves it. Loves the pick. There is no doubt about it. He loves that pick. So, Baltimore Ravens going Roger Rosengarten at tackle. He
Out
might
of
be on the
Washington.
right side. So it looks like Rosengarten's going to be on the right side at tackle. And now San Francisco's on the clock at 63. We got 2 more picks left before the end of round 2. Again, I will let everybody know we're probably going to cut this short a little early since the Titans are probably not going to be back on the clock.
Ooh.
If the Titans
Kansas
make a
City
move,
is on the clock.
was that?
Kansas City is on the clock. They traded from 60.
I think San Francisco's on the clock now at 63. And then
No.
we got Kansas City.
Kansas City just traded up.
Wow, Kansas City trading up a spot.
Ian Rappaport 1 minute ago
Went up a
trade. The
pick.
Chiefs
I
are
see
on
it.
the move again and on the clock now.
Kansas City is just really trying to mess up the entire NFL.
Man, they messed it up last night when they traded up.
Xavier Worthy. And
Yes.
Buffalo basically just handed
Gift
Xavier
wrap
Worthy to Kansas City.
when Buffalo could have had him.
Buffalo could have got him themselves. Yeah, they just switched spots. Pick is in.
Well, their needs 400 offensive tackle and defensive tackle. Where do they go?
The Preds have got to get on the board here. They're down 2-0 to the Vancouver Canucks in the Stanley Cup playoff series, tied at 1. I'm, trying to cheer for Nashville. I haven't gotten to watch a lot of Nashville Predator hockey today. Pick is in. San Francisco on the clock. Last pick of the second round. I was kind of hoping the Titans would have traded back. At this point, maybe they'll trade back into the third round. I don't know, but according to Rand, he says it's highly unlikely. It is unlikely that they're going to get back
Charles.
in the third.
Jamal Charles is announcing Kansas City's pick.
And see, I think way ahead.
Wow.
Oh, there it
tackle
is.
For BYU.
ABC was behind. Kingsley Suamateo.
Well, San Francisco, I'm guessing their pick is the
Kingsley Suamateo. He might be good. I mean, with Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, that rich get richer.
I think Orlando Brown.
So he can go, and Suamateo can play both left and right side.
So if Brown's on the left, Suamateo can go right.
Suamateo can go right. He has experience.
Wow, he transferred from Oregon to BYU.
I, was hoping he could have been a guy if we double dipped.
If we would have traded back.
If we had traded back, we could have double dipped. I wanted us to trade back. Now they're showing highlights of him on the right side as well. See, again, Rand talked about how J.C. Latham practiced on the left side. I'm like, practicing on the left side and playing on the left side are 2 totally different things.
Yeah.
2 totally different things. You can
Good
say, well,
Lord.
he's at practice reps on the left side. That
So
doesn't
pick
mean
his name for
anything.
San
He
Fran.
hasn't played on the left side.
Hey, so I'm going to tweet this video at you, Sam Phelan of Devondre Sweat at the Senior Bowl.
He was a monster. I mean, he had a rep. I think it was Bo Lemer, I believe, a guy that might
And he
get
just drove him in.
from Arkansas.
And he just drove him to the ground.
he mauled him and put him on his ass. Literally.
Yes, he did.
Literally. Put him on his ass. And it looks like the 49ers are ending the draft. Looks like they're picking a corner. Again, yeah, there's still a lot of good players left on this draft. Troy Franklin is still on the board. Roman Wilson still on the board.
I cannot believe Josh Dobbs is in San Fran.
Who's that?
What? I know. I've been going back and forth.
It's crazy.
Who the hell?
I'm trying to see. Let me see. Best available. I'm trying to see who this kid is. Might be Ronaldo Green, Florida State. I think that might have been the pick in San Francisco.
So the compensation in this trade right here. Of course, Chiefs go to 63, but they also get picked 211 in the 6th round.
So they just get a 6th round pick to move one spot.
And then San Francisco gets picked 173 in the 5th and
So
pick
swapping
64.
up. They're just swapping up, yeah. Like I could see where if you want to get into the 3rd, maybe you go from 106 to maybe 96 and maybe go back maybe in the 5th round or something like that. So Ronaldo Green goes to the San Francisco 49ers at pick 64 to end
XD Gamers
the
in here.
2nd round. Now the 3rd round is still going, but we are probably going to get ready to log off since it looks like the Titans are not going back on the board.
Look who's in here. Look who's in here. XD Gamer.
Yeah, XD Gamer. I know he's in here.
Mason Smith.
Mason Smith and Brian Thomas Jr.
Those are 2 good picks for Jack.
But there's still a lot of excellent players left on this board. Chris Abrams drained, Troy Franklin, Christian Hayes, the guard out of UConn. I wouldn't mind him. That would solve our right tackle problem.
Adams.
Jalen McMillan, who I think is an underrated wide receiver. Malachi Corley, Peyton Wilson at linebacker. Junior
Anaya
Colson
Smith.
is still on the board.
Anaya Smith in the 5th.
Another guy that I liked out of Texas Tech, Dadrion Taylor Demerson. I think is another guy I would have liked. Adiza Isaac is still on the board. Somebody
XD
I think
Gamer
people thought would go in round 2. Kyrie Jackson at corner. Cooper Beebe could be a guard that we look at. So there's still plenty.
Well, he can play guard and center.
Yeah. And definitely. Andrew Phillips from Cincinnati, from Kentucky. I like him at corner. And
what about
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Forgot him.
Well, Trevin Wallace.
Who's that?
Trevin Wallace from Kentucky.
Trevin Wallace from Kentucky. Yep.
But XD Gamer said, "Truth finally nice today."
I was nice to let you on yesterday, sir. I could be a jerk
and said, "Get out of here."
with all that noise.
Hmm.
I could be a jerk.
Well,
Maybe I should be with that mess. Come on, man.
as Chris Berman would say.
So everybody, looks like the second round is pretty much wrapped up.
Third round
So
started. Carolina trade with the Jets.
yeah, they're going into the third round now. But again, we're probably gonna go ahead and get ready to log off of here because it looks like the Titans are not going to go back on the board. Now, if it happens that the Titans do something, then we will definitely come back and definitely talk about it and do something quick on that. So definitely stay tuned if they do go back on the board. So if they do go back on the board at some point, we will definitely talk about it. Wow.
What?
How interesting.
Is it the Jets pick?
But yeah, this is
Oh,
wow. But there are a lot of picks going. There's still a lot of good picks left.
Gotham City. Next game, we're fixing to get off here.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and log on off. Like I said, if anything does pop off in round 3 with the Titans, we will definitely bring it to
Be
you.
back.
And we'll definitely be back. So definitely stay tuned. I know the Jets pick is in. We're in the round 3. Maybe the Titans find a way back into the third round at some
Trade
point.
Traylon.
Maybe trade Traylon Burks. So
And trade up and get a wide receiver.
yeah, maybe trade to get a wide receiver. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, unless they just really believe in Traylon Burks.
Or go get Junior Colson.
I would like Junior Colson if he's still there.
Because Junior
I would
Colson
like that if he's still there, but
Junior Colson's my number 2 linebacker. Inside linebacker.
Yeah, and see, Buck Rising tweeted back because I think somebody asked, are the Titans done for the night or any trades getting made for the third round? Buck basically tweeted back, done. So the Titans are done. Looks like they're done for the night. They're not going to try to trade back into the third round, which I think that's a loser's mentality. But if we get anything, if we find out anything, maybe they shock the world and go back on the clock, then we will definitely talk about it. But Lee, do you have any final words?
Just of course, outside of shouting out the Twin Titans Sports Network, we also have our sponsor at the network. It's a couple businesses based there in Dixon, Tennessee, for all of my Middle Tennessee people. Luke's Breakfast and Burgers, located at 255 Dixon Plaza Drive. They're in Dixon, Tennessee. Hours Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, 7 a.m. to 9, and then Saturday, 6 a.m. to 9.
Yeah.
Our other one is Las Fajitas there in Dixon at 550 Highway 46 there in Dixon. And if you go to either of those places, tell them the Twin Titan Network sent you. Malachi Corley goes at 65.
This is where the Titans should have went back into the third round, but we see. But also, Shout out to Man Hour, my guy Buck, Man Hour Buck of the Man Hour Network. There are some four NFL forums that are going to be opening up soon, so definitely be looking out for that. I'm going to have one as well, so I'm going to try to do that. I like seeing this guy with San Francisco. It's like he's making a note of all the players that's been picked, so it's going to be very interesting. But everybody, we're going to get ready to log off of here. Hopefully the Titans maybe have lied to us and they got back on the board, but I highly doubt it. Again, I thank everybody for tuning in, and we will recap the rest of the draft. I will recap the rest of the draft after all the picks are done. May do that on Monday. I may recap on Monday after all the draft picks are done. So stay tuned for that. Lee of the 615 podcast, thank you, sir, for being with us. And everybody,
And
we're going to leave you.
Don't
Tighten
forget,
up. That's
undrafted
all we
free
know
agents.
how to do.
Undrafted
Night,
free agents
y'all.
also.